Now, this is not the first time the team of Kramer and Twitch has been criticized for on-air remarks. Fox 4's Jeff Crilly has more on how Britney fans reacted to the prank.
On their way home from work Tuesday evening, Eagle listeners heard a shocking report about Britney Spears and her boyfriend, Justin Timberlake, from the group NSYNC.
If you haven't heard, Britney Spears died at the age of 19 earlier this evening in Los Angeles, car accident. Alcohol was involved. Justin's in a coma right now, critical condition, possibly with a collapsed lung. And that's all we know. We think.
Among those listening, hundreds of parents like Sherry McCaskill.
My heart dropped when I heard about it. I was devastated about it, thinking of what my daughter was going to go through. Her life revolves around Britney Spears.
That's what she looks like now.
But Sherry didn't have to break the news to her daughter. 12-year-old Sarah had already heard about it from her brother and was in tears.
And I cried and cried and cried. I couldn't believe it. I didn't know if it was true or not. He told me to turn it on to 97.1, and I put it on there, and the first word I hear him say is, "Britney did die."
Word of the report has quickly spread to Britney Spears fans all over the globe. The Eagle has had no comment, instead playing this brief apology once an hour.
Last night, this radio station erroneously reported an incident involving Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake. The Eagle apologizes for any confusion this erroneous report may have caused.
So what are the rules about what radio hosts can and can't say?
On our KRLD Newsline,
longtime talk show host Charlie Jones says it seems to come down to a case of let the listener beware.
We've all become consumers of information. Some people like snack food, some people like gourmet food, some people like home food, and some people just want to eat junk.
But some Eagle listeners say on Tuesday night the team of Kramer and Twitch didn't just push the envelope, they mailed it.
We're not laughing, our children aren't laughing, and if they're laughing, they're sick people.
The question now becomes just how forgiving is the audience? Some listeners will no doubt write it off as a big joke, but others say they've been hit one time too many. Jeff Crilly, Fox 4 News.
The bogus report also tied up the Los Angeles Police Department. The LA Police and Fire Department say they fielded more than 100 calls from concerned fans. The LAPD says it is trying to determine what action it can take against the station for tying up public servants.
Last night and today about a report you heard on a Dallas radio station about a fatal car crash involving Britney Spears and her boyfriend, Justin Timberlake.
Well, tonight we have the very latest on the situation. Plus, we'll tell you what's the scariest movie of all time. WB33's Victoria Snee has these stories and much more tonight in the Spotlight.
You've heard the phrase, don't believe everything you read. Well, don't believe everything you hear either, except, of course, what I'm going to tell you now. Dallas radio station 97.1 The Eagle upset many people last night when their night team, Kramer and Twitch, reported Britney Spears had died in an alcohol-related car crash and her boyfriend, NSYNC's Justin Timberlake, was in a coma. Well, that report was totally false, and both Britney and her boyfriend are alive and well. A spokesman for the Eagle would only tell us that they're looking into the matter. The Eagle has been running a 10-second apology at the top of every hour all day long, saying they were sorry for, quote, any confusion the erroneous story may have caused. In the Spotlight tonight, I'm Victoria Snee, WB33 News at 9.
A lot of fans breathing a sigh of relief tonight.
Yeah, we were on the computers trying to verify that, thinking that is just too wild to be true.
And fortunately, that...
A radio rumor on the death of Britney Spears might get two local DJs in trouble. KEGL Radio reported last night that Spears was killed in a car wreck in Los Angeles and that her boyfriend, Justin Timberlake of NSYNC, was in a coma. But it's not true. And Fox 4's Baron James is here with the follow-up. Baron?
Steve, publicists for Spears and Timberlake tell Fox 4 News the pop singers are both alive and well. Still, the Federal Communications Commission is investigating. The Dallas-based radio station's apologizing, but tonight, the shock jocks who've been fined thousands of dollars for past pranks are back behind the mics.
Got some pranks coming up on the show.
Kramer and Twitch up to their usual tricks on KEGL Radio. Not a word this time, though, true or false, about Britney Spears or Justin Timberlake. The shock jocks wouldn't even let listeners who called in say the pop stars' names on the air.
Hey, I just want to tell you your radio station sucks.
A much different broadcast from the same guys on the same show the night before.
I heard Britney Spears died at the age of 19 earlier this evening in Los Angeles, car accident. Alcohol was involved. Justin's in a coma right now, critical condition.
Kramer and Twitch's erroneous radio report, which referred to a deadly car accident in Los Angeles, was broadcast only in North Texas, but word quickly spread all over the world. L.A. police and fire departments, TV and radio stations were flooded with hundreds of calls from frantic fans.
My heart dropped when I heard about it. I was devastated about it, thinking of what my daughter was going to go through. Her life revolves around Britney Spears.
Sherry McCaskill of Dallas didn't have to break the news. Her 12-year-old daughter, Sarah, had already heard about it from her brother.
I cried and cried and cried. I couldn't believe it. I didn't know if it was true or not. He told me to turn it on to 97.1, and I put it on there, and the first word I hear him say is, "Britney did die."
KEGL wouldn't comment to the media, but started broadcasting this apology.
Last night, this radio station erroneously reported an incident involving Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake. The Eagle apologizes for any confusion this erroneous report may have caused.
I'm sorry may not be good enough. LAPD is trying to determine what recourse it has against the radio station for tying up public servants. The FCC could impose fines. Baron James, Fox 4 News.
Well, remember the Dallas DJs who lost their jobs after playing a morbid hoax about Britney Spears?
Believe it or not, they are back on the air. That story tops tonight's Pinpointing America. They may never work in this town again, but apparently a Detroit station had no problem hiring radio team Kramer and Twitch. Their new show started yesterday. KEGL, the Eagle, fired the team after they broadcast that Britney Spears died in a car accident.
Britney Spears, dead or alive? We get to the bottom of a media hoax about a fatal car crash for Britney and boyfriend Justin Timberlake. E.T. has learned what happened to the radio disc jockeys who started the rumor and where Britney and Justin are today.
This is Entertainment Tonight, the most watched entertainment news program in the world.
The truth behind rumors that Britney Spears died is our top Hollywood story. Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Goen.
And I'm Mary Hart. The report spread like wildfire, claiming Britney and her boyfriend Justin Timberlake were the victims of a terrible car crash. We get to the bottom of the hoax and how it all began first up tonight. Los Angeles police and fire officials were flooded with phone calls from panicked fans Tuesday night after two San Jose-based radio hosts reported that Spears had been fatally wounded in a car accident that had also left Timberlake lingering in a coma. But last night, Timberlake was alive and well performing with NSYNC in Philadelphia, and the couple's publicist has been quoted as saying, "There is no truth to the rumors circulating around the world that Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake were involved in a car accident." Representatives for both Spears and Timberlake are looking into the situation to determine the original source of the rumor and if legal action is appropriate. The threat of legal action could be bad news for the DJs behind the phony report, which was also broadcast in Dallas, Texas. Known as Kramer and Twitch, they even told their listeners that LA's Cedars-Sinai Medical Center had confirmed the report. The Federal Communications Commission prohibits the broadcasting of false information, and Kramer and Twitch's radio station has reportedly issued a formal apology. And while the duo was reportedly on the air as usual the night after the hoax, a call to their San Jose extension was met with this response.
Hi, it's the Kramer and Twitch voicemail. We're on suspension because we said some bad, nasty, awful things that shouldn't have been broadcast.
No kidding. When the rumor started, Britney was in L.A., where she'll be a host for this weekend's Wango Tango concert.